Yo, what up, YouTube? It's Jay Reacts back with another reaction with Tariq Nasheed. And this time we got a Haitian guy that was really getting all up in his feelings and being emotional and shit. At the same time, you know, and he go speaking negative about black Americans. But let's just get right into this video, man. This this a doozy. Let's go.
Good, Tariq. How are you doing today?
How you doing?
All right, these two individuals here, they're giving me a migraine. I just wanted to speak to you about something here today. This notion of reparations. Are you familiar, Tariq, with Victimhood Forever? It's an organization in Los Angeles that's fighting for reparations. Are you familiar with that organization?
Oh no, what's victimhood forever?
Yeah, so it's an organization out on the West Coast. They're pushing for reparations. Now, Tariq, the issue that I have with reparations is that the rhetoric, the average person's rhetoric, it seems as if they're promoting victimhood. It's a perpetuation of victimhood. And what I think is
What's wrong with that? What's wrong with pushing victimhood when you're a victim of white supremacy? What's wrong?
No, because black people are genetic. I believe black people are genetically superior to white people. So we
But we're
should not.
victims of white supremacy. We're victims of white supremacy. Like
No,
you, you're a victim
no,
of
no,
white
no, no.
supremacy.
Give me a second, Tariq.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
We are not victims. We are victors. This is why I believe black people need a paradigm shift. They need to change their paradigm. Now, I find it strange, Tariq, that this organization would call themselves Victimhood Forever. That is an embarrassment, right?
I've never heard
Because,
that.
but hold on, give me a
I
second.
never heard no shit
Give me
like
one second,
that.
because they are indirectly perpetuating victimhood. Now, we are not victims; we are victors. Black folks are the most creative individuals on the planet. For you to sit here and perpetuate this notion of victimhood is dangerous. It is dangerous.
Hold on,
Now, I believe that
How so?
no, give me hold on. It's
hold on. What's wrong with him? What he talking? It's dangerous. I don't think he understand what Tyreek's saying when he talking about being victims and claiming victimhood. Uh, I don't think he understanding that.
very dangerous because that's not something positive. That's something negative. So you sitting
Right.
here saying that hold on. You sitting here saying that we're victims is you're perpetuating negativity, and it's toxic and it's dangerous. Now let me just say one thing here: reparations.
Slow down. We're gonna no. We're gonna slow down, and we're gonna cover slowly everything you're saying. So you're throwing a lot of stuff on the wall. Let's take our time and dismantle it. Let's take our time. All right? Let's stop there first. If you want to say a bunch of stuff, we got all the time in the world. We ain't going nowhere. You got time, brother. We ain't going nowhere. Let's slowly unpack what you're saying. Let's take our time with it. All right? First, sir, where are you from and where's your family from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York.
Okay, so that means somebody's Caribbean in your family. What part of the Caribbean is your family from?
I'm from Brooklyn, New York, sir.
What part? Here we go.
Yep,
What part of the Caribbean
evasion.
is your family from?
Wanna
Either Haiti
avoid.
or Jamaica. Which one?
Panamanian and Haiti.
There you go. I knew Haiti was in there. That's fine. I love Haiti. Now, sir, being victims of white supremacy, just like the Panamanians, the Haitians, and us, we're all victims of white supremacy. We have to be realistic in warfare. You have to be very honest about your position so that you can get out of that position. If you try to lie to yourself about your position, you're going to be comfortable and you're going to be a sit duck. We are victims of white supremacy. We're trying to change that. We are not victors yet.
Facts.
We're trying to fight the victimizers. We have victimizers. They're white supremacists. We're not in the business of saying titles that's going to make us feel good and lying to ourselves that's going to make us feel good. We're in a global system of white supremacy where these people can kind of do what they want to do to us with no repercussions to a certain degree. We have to figure out how to change that.
I disagree, sir. How are you?
Go
So
ahead.
first of all, so sir, when you say Haiti are victims, I
Yes,
disagree. If you do your research, Haiti was the first Black republic to gain their independence.
I
That
did a
does
movie
not
about
hold on.
Haiti.
Thank you. That does not
Damn, he's
make them
stuttering
like
like a motherfucker.
victims to me, right? So you are perpetuating a dangerous.
Let's reel it back. Yes, Haiti, and I did a movie. I did the movie about the Haitian Revolution. I produced and directed the movie 1804. I flew back and forth to Haiti, spent over $1 million of my own money doing that movie about Haiti. Phenomenal film. They teach it in schools in Haiti now. They teach it in Little Miami down in Florida now. That movie is a national icon with Haitians. That's how much love I have for Haitian history. There's nothing you can tell me about Haitian history that I don't know. Very well versed in it. Been back and forth to Haiti. I know. That was a victory they had in 1804. Afterwards, they became victims because the French came and taxed them. Then the U.S. government taxed them. Then they were victimized by the Western powers, and they're victims now. That's why people can go and kill their president in an Uber. They drove up in a damn Uber and killed the
Damn.
president and bounced.
So hell
That's
did.
a victim. And that's why people leave and they have to flee because they're victimized down there. That's just the reality. That doesn't say anything about them having their character or anything like that. We are victims of white supremacy. We got to fight our way out of it. Go ahead.
So, in order for us to fight our way out of white supremacy, we need a paradigm shift, and
Mm-hmm.
that begins internally. We need to change our mindsets. We cannot continue to think that we are victims. We are not victims, right? Now, the systemic racism, it is real, right? I'm not denying that racism is real, but in the words of Toni Morrison, racism functions as a distraction. So what black folks need to do is focus on what I call economic progress. Okay? So if you read Powernomics, we need to focus on creating and building an economic power base. Now, this rhetoric, right, is dangerous because you don't know who's in this space listening to this. We can have 18, 19-year-old individuals in this space listening to this conversation. And you're saying that we're victims. We are not victims. We
Okay,
are.
then where is this economic power base in your family's homeland of Haiti and Panama?
Right.
Where's the economic power base?
Exactly.
Show an example of where you built it in the homelands your families are from. Where's that economic power base? You see?
It's a process, right? It's a
Uh,
process. It's a
it's not
process.
a process
I'm
when
not.
you bounce. When your
Yeah, yeah,
families
but
left
yeah, yeah.
and go to Brooklyn, it's not a process no more. They've abandoned it. They've abandoned the process, sir. So you can't abandon your homelands and then come tell us what the strategy
Right.
is
What
when
kind of
you
shit is that?
failed because you
Sir,
were
sir, sir. I was
victimized.
born here, sir.
Yeah, they anchored you here.
No, I was born here. And by
They
the way, sir.
anchored you here. They
Right.
you're they anchored you here,
No,
sir, and that's because of
no, no,
us.
no, no, sir,
That's
sir.
because of the 14th Amendment that we fought for, sir. We
Sure.
stood on
Hold on, sir.
business
No, no,
because
sir,
of
sir,
that.
sir, sir. You did not do any fighting, sir.
Oh, yes, I did.
This is all lip service. You did
No,
not do
no,
any
no,
fighting.
no, no,
What?
no, no. Yes, my family did. Oh, yeah, and I'm my
I'm talking
family.
about you specifically.
Yes, yes,
You.
yes.
Where did you
I'm my
fight?
family.
Hold up,
Where did
hold
you
up,
My
fight?
hold
family,
up,
my
hold
family is
up,
me. Like
hold
you.
up. How he gonna say? He just said he asking us Tariq Nasheed specifically did he fight? And he said my family fought, but didn't he try to get credit for the 1804 revolution? He was talking about them, but he didn't. He wasn't. He didn't. He wasn't there physically fighting. He attributed to his people. See, that's the thing with these. They want to celebrate. I'm Haitian American. I'm Jamaican American when they come over here. All right, they'll put their lineage ahead of American. But when we put our lineage and know that we was here foundationally in America, that we built this country, we divisive and xenophobia. But how is it they can lift their homelands up, discredit ours, but when we lift ours up, they want to tell us how we're being basically racist. We can't have love and for our culture and represent our culture where we from, but they can come over here and have all these Caribbean parades and all this shit. But let's get back into this.
You took credit for 1804. That's your lineage, right?
I
You took
just
credit
said
for
it.
that. I'm taking credit for my family. My family stood on 14th
Right.
Amendment business to help get you over here, sir. I am my family, and my family is me. You understand? I am my family, and my family is me. What's that door, sir? Oh, hold on. Somebody's at my door. Hold on. Well, go ahead, bro. Go ahead, sir. Hold on. Go ahead.
Thank you, sir. And by the way, 1804 was phenomenal. I watched it twice.
Thank you so much. Again, that's my. Thank you, man. Yeah, that's how much love and respect I have for the Haitian Revolution. That was powerful. I'm very inspired by that. Dessalines, Toussaint, Christophe, they did their thing with that. I have nothing but respect for that. But we got to be very honest. What happened afterwards? The white supremacists tried to double down, and then they resubjugated the people because of Western powers. They didn't want to see a black nation be strong like that.
Tariq. So when do we hold black people accountable for our behavioral patterns? For our mentality. When do we hold black people accountable? We have a consumption problem. We consume more than we produce, and this is why I believe that you don't beg for reparations. You create reparations
Wait a
by
minute.
being
This
a
this
producer, by
this a whole
producing more
Haitian
than you
dude.
consume, by being an entrepreneur, by being a hustler,
This a
right?
whole
You don't you
tether.
don't we don't create reparations by coming on a white man's platform. A white man, right? You want to talk about white supremacy? You are on a white man's platform talking about white supremacy. The audacity, right? And what I'm simply
What's
saying
wrong with
here,
this
because
guy?
I'm very passionate, so I'm not yelling at you. What I'm simply saying here, right, is that we need to focus on being producers, entrepreneurs. And you are on a white man's app talking about white supremacy. I find that symbolically strange and bizarre.
Now, it's equally bizarre that a man who has a Panamanian and Haitian lineage, where people over there busting each other in the head and kidnapping villages, are
Right.
telling us about black folks pulling it together. Isn't that strange too? Go ahead, sir, because that's equally strange too. From somebody who comes from a lineage of five.
Sir, it's not strange. It's called constructive criticism.
Right, but are you in a position to be constructive in criticizing us
Right.
when it's all going to hell in your homelands in both sides?
The only difference between tethers and FBAs is that, I mean, Haitian tethers is that we gained our independence. You guys haven't. That's the only difference, right? So don't you dare tell me. Oh, no. Let's talk about it.
But then you had to pay the French. You had to pay the people off yourself. We ain't never had to pay back.
It doesn't matter. We still gained our independence.
No. You had to pay the people who whooped your ass, and you beat them, and then you had to turn around and pay them. We've never had to pay the slave owners. We didn't have to do that, and we're telling them.
Well, you guys didn't have to.
You had to pay reparations to the people you defeated. Come on now, do we really want to go there? If you gained your independence and you beat them and then had to pay them reparations, and it put your country in the hole financially right now, and people over there eating dirt cookies.
It doesn't matter. We still gained our independence, and that's currency in itself, sir. That's currency in itself. Do you know what currency is, sir?
It's not successful though.
It is. No.
No. You get your independence for a couple of years, and then you go back into the shithole. You can't really pop your collar to it. You understand? You can't be a one-hit wonder forever. You can't live off whoop there.
But brother,
you're being a one-hit wonder. Yeah, 1804, that was a great thing, but right after that, they start whooping that ass and made you pay them back. That's not a victory no more. You became a victim.
Wow.
And they're victimizing y'all now. They took an Uber to go kill the damn president. They drove up there in a cab and killed him and left.
You're muting me. I think you're threatened by me.
I'm not threatened. I just want to say what I have to say.
Okay, fair enough, and I respect that. Thank you for your submission, sir. What I'm simply saying is that either way you put it, we have gained our independence, something that you guys haven't done. Now,
and y'all fleeing over here to us. So
fair enough. Fair enough. And I understand. No, and you're making objectively, that's true.
Right. And how independent are you? You're not really independent anymore.
And how independent are you? You're on a white man's platform talking about reparations and white
Right,
supremacy.
and you fled to get over here. You're on here with
I
me.
was born here. I was born in New York.
You
But
were
your
able
parents
to.
I was
fled.
born in New
You're on
York.
here. You're welcome. It was us making that happen. If it
I
weren't
was
for
born in New York, Tariq.
right, it was foundational Black Americans making the 14th Amendment happen. That was a grassroots movement. If it weren't for us getting the 14th Amendment in place, you would still be over in Haiti somewhere with a titty out somewhere. You trying to suck it for sustenance, sir. You'd be struggling if it weren't for us. Let's be real. You understand? And even New York, it was the foundation of Black Americans were setting up shop in New York early on. This is our land. Yeah, we're almost up
Absolutely.
against
Yes,
other
you're
white
right.
folks.
Everything you're saying is true. I'm not refuting that. I give credit where credit's due. But I find it strange that you're telling us here that we're victims and you're perpetuating a victim mindset instead of telling black people to pull themselves by the bootstrap and to be creative and to
But you didn't. Your family didn't. They pulled themselves up by their flip
you're
flops
focusing
and
on my family,
fled.
focusing.
They flip flopped and fled, sir. Your family is at the border with chicken dinners getting whooped on horseback. You got white supremacists on horseback whooping your family members, and you're telling us we ain't victims. We winning. You're not winning. Running across the border with a chicken dinner, getting your ass whooped by a white man on a horse, those are the optics for your family. That's not winning,
Oh,
That
that
brother.
no,
was
that
on.
no, no. I
Hold
said
on,
no.
let
It
me
was a
see.
win. I'm talking about when we gained our independence. That was a win. Now,
Yeah,
so I'm agreeing with you. We're not winning now, right?
right.
But I came on this stage because what you're saying is dangerous. You're saying that we're victims. We are not victims. We are victors. That's one. Two. Hold on. Two.
Victor Cruz is the name of the nigga who you fled over here with. You're
Oh
Victor
my God,
Cruz.
bro.
Yeah,
Why are you focusing?
Victor Cruz and Victor Fernandez. You fled over here with a nigga named Victor, but we're not victors. You fled with a nigga named Victor, but we're not victors. We're victimized by the white supremacists, sir. That's the
Uh,
reality.
that is nonsense. We are not
Chicken
victimized. We
dinners.
are victors. You know what? You know what's interesting, Tariq?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
yeah, yeah, yeah. I expected more from you, right? I expected more from you. Now, let me just say
Like
one
what
thing.
did you expect from me?
Tariq, give me a second.
What
Let
did
me
you
just say
expect
one
from
thing.
me?
Let me say one thing.
Because what you're gonna get from me is the truth. I don't sit here bullshitting people. I'm not here to make you feel good. I'm here. I'm a truth teller. I kick it and just say what it is. But go ahead.
And I respect that. I respect that, but we need to change our mindset. You know, I just finished reading this great book called Black Rednecks and White Liberals, and it's so interesting that Thomas Sowell says that most Black Americans' behavioral patterns are not original, right? They inherited those behavioral patterns from a white Southern dirty rednecks, and that's my point. We need to change our mindset. Even black.
And that Thomas Sowell is a paid. He says Sambo
And
has
how do we know that you're not a pay coon? Because
he
you're
ha-
promoting
because
victimhood.
I'm too
Damn, dude.
thorough. I'm too thorough. I got too much grassroots support. That's how you know. Thomas Sowell don't. White supremacists can't stand me. That's how we know. You understand? Thomas Sowell says a lot of stuff that the white supremacists want to hear. We don't got nothing to do with no redneck culture. Rednecks are dirty, filthy trailer trash. Foundation of Black Americans, we ain't never been no dirty, filthy, trashy people. We ain't never been no funky, musty, dusty, shantytown living Negroes. That ain't never been our culture. We've been the epitome of cleanliness and morality. Let's keep it a buck. That's not us whatsoever. We despise that dirty redneck culture. So that's all cap. But
No,
go
no, no,
ahead,
no,
sir.
no, that's no, 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 no. That's debatable. So you're talking like,
How so? Debatable how so?
Work goes smoothly when you know the.
Go ahead, my brother. Where you at?
yeah, no, I'm here. I'm
Okay.
here. Yeah,
That's not
that's
debatable.
debatable. If you do your research in the antebellum South, before before black people even adopted certain mentalities, right? They got those behavioral patterns from white dirty rednecks. Now, the facts are the facts. Thomas Sowell has substantiated these claims.
Right,
So,
what did
and we,
we get from
Dude.
them? What did we get?
yeah, yeah. You said what?
What did we get from the rednecks?
Oh, AAVE, Black English, sexual laxity, um, 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 this
Um,
lethargic,
um, um, um,
lazy
um.
mindset that we have. We got those from white rednecks, but you refuse to accept it.
Lazy?
No, no, hold on.
How,
No,
lazy?
excuse me.
How you how you a
Mind you,
slave
this
and
a
lazy?
Haitian man
But
talking
wait, wait.
about black
Hold on, give me a second.
Americans.
Okay, wait,
Where
wait.
you
I'm
Pan
no, I'm
Africans
Hold on.
at?
slave. I
No,
mean,
no. First
whatever.
of all, hold on. First of all, in the words of Victor Hugo, there's visible labor and invisible labor. So invisible labor means that you're mentally working. So one can argue that the architects that built America were the mental workers, right? Where John D. Rockefeller. One can also argue that just because you were a slave doesn't mean you had a great work ethic.
Yeah. Not only
That
that,
doesn't mean
we
your
were
work ethic was impeccable.
hold on, because we were doing a lot of the inventing. That's why after slavery, we started getting patents left and right, because during slavery, we couldn't get patents. That's why many of these famous inventions, if you dig past and look underneath, you see a lot of black people were doing the blueprints. A lot of black people were behind the engineering. A lot of the bridges and the railroads, you had black engineers like Horace King, who was enslaved, who was an architect. You go down to some of these plantations in Louisiana
That's
and
where they
South Carolina,
sleep.
they'll tell you the black people who were the architects of them. Come on now. When you look at the cotton gin, Eli Whitney, they got that from a black person. So yeah, we were the brains behind a lot of this stuff. Lewis Latimer, when you Alexander Graham Bell, the person who did the blueprints was Lewis Latimer for the damn phone. Who really made the phone? We know Lewis Latimer did the light bulb. He was the one who really did the light bulb. It wasn't just mental laziness. No, no, no. We were behind a lot of these inventions, sir. That's why we have so many patents. Let's just be real. I'm just making things historically correct here, because Thomas Sowell, again, he says stuff that the white supremacists like to hear.
Facts.
They like to hear about how lazy
No,
we are,
absolutely.
and we're like lazy rednecks. They like to hear that type of stuff.
No, no, no,
We ain't like damn rednecks. No, we ain't. We ain't never been dirty
absolutely.
and filthy.
No,
We
I'm
ain't
not. No,
never
no.
been dirty and filthy like the funky ass rednecks. We ain't never been
Sure,
like that.
sure. I'm not refuting anything you're saying,
That's
sir.
why our food,
Right?
none of that. They try to say we get
Damn
food from
right.
there. None of our food tastes like that bullshit. Hell no. But go
Sure.
ahead, sir.
Yeah, no, I'm not refuting anything you're saying here, sir. What I'm simply saying is that we can't sit here and perpetuate this rhetoric that we're victims. We are not victims. That's one. Two, yes, those inventions are true. Historically, what you're saying is factual.
Wait a minute. The nerve of this guy to try to say we're victors and not victims. Like, dude, do you realize? Can you come step into reality? Why the fuck he keep saying that shit?
But also, we can't ignore that white people were just as innovative and creative. We cannot sit here and ignore historical facts that John D. Rockefeller and some of these white men, they were the architects that built America.
What?
Now, I'm going to give credit where credit's due here.
What
Yes,
the
in terms of
fuck?
manual labor, yes, we had a monopoly on that. Awesome, that's great. But we have to agree that the making of America, the building of America, was a collaborative effort. Right? It
But
was
the
a
thing is,
collaborative effort.
we've always been the secret sauce, because when the white supremacists tried to do it on their own, they failed. They
If you've
tried to
always
say,
been the secret sauce, stop begging for reparations then.
Oh,
no,
there
no,
you go.
no, no. If you owe us, no, no, no. That's not begging. If you owe us, we want what's owed. We are the
No,
secret
it does.
slow down. If you owe us, give me what's owed. You're not going to sit up here and just work all of this labor and all of this wealth out of us, and we don't say nothing. And we no, 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 no. We're standing on business. You gonna pay us? No,
Yo,
no,
no, no,
no.
no. To me.
And right there, I just want to know where these Pan Africans at. Yo, this J Reacts with another reaction with Tariq Nasheed. Y'all can go look up this video, check his entirety. Yo, stand up, FBA. Let's go. Let's get it. Yo, y'all hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Uh, I'm trying to get this channel up. You know what I'm saying? To help me get it in the algorithm so I can keep coming with some more of this, yo. And I'm out. Peace.